start, still slow. Shooting may stop. Okay, we're gonna find out. It's still recording right now. Okay, we're gonna try to do like a 2-in-1 thing. I'm gonna record with the Pocket 3, which just came out Wednesday, at the same time as we live stream, and then I'll hopefully be able to get the results up so you can see in comparison what it's like to, walk and stream with a gimbal, cell phone mount, and an all-in-one solution just for recording in 4K. And again, I'm going to show my setup too on the Pocket, so you can see all my dongles. I'm just trying to get you a good idea of what I have going here and kind of how things are situated. Okay. So hopefully this all worked and it doesn't stop recording like it's threatening to because of the SD card. I think I actually had those errors on the Pocket 2 also, but it never actually stopped recording. It might just be one of those just in case things. I see Ron, Lisa Bella, Stephen Schober, It's Only Me, Ambrose Chamberpot, Kevin Hawthorne, Dennis. Yep, I got the new one. I did an unboxing, first impressions, without knowing anything about the thing, Wednesday afternoon on my second channel. So if you haven't seen Static Computer, which is what I'm going to call my home streaming channel, Tamara, John David, Queso, Jaron Rollins, Weber Salesman is here, Zenon, Mirko, Bear in the Garden, OM, David Marian Costura, Michelle Kaminsky. Good morning. I think that's, looks like it might be Polish. I don't understand Polish personally. Lee, good morning. Spy Hunter, good morning. Dennis Van Helden, Gerard Sudan, Laura the Tongles, that's me. Florian Schwartz. Still scrolling. Dwayne, good morning. Swanky Lax Sean is here, good morning. Hey, Tamara Britton with a $20 super chat. Super kind of you, Tamara. Thank you for donating and supporting us as you have been for some time. Always much appreciated. Victoria, good morning. Dasha, good morning. Dobro Utro. Robert T, good morning. Lila, good morning. John Agus, good morning. Okay, I think I'm caught up. It's kind of hard to scroll as you always hear me complain about when I have two devices, one in each hand, whether the second device is an umbrella or another camera or otherwise. I don't know that I might have. Oh, it's a leaf blower. I might have done this once before, where I did a recording with a pocket-sized camera at the same time as the live stream, but I think I had it mounted on my backpack, so it's a little different. And then, of course, I did a 360 one in the past also. What sandwich did I buy? I bought a fake Blimpie sandwich. So I tried to find the closest Blimpie I could. There's one right by the base of the Manhattan Bridge in Brooklyn, in downtown Brooklyn there. But it's not Blimpie anymore. But if you go in there and ask for a Blimpie Best, they'll say, no problem, we'll make it for you. They still have all the same ingredients. They just can't use the Blimpie name anymore. I guess they defranchised, if that's the right word. By the way, Hilda, good morning. Mojave, good morning. I love Blimpie. I don't know. Compared between Blimpie and Subway, I'm upset that Subway has the more widespread presence. Yeah, I have the Pocket 3 right here. It's going, recording right now. Apparently you can do live streaming from it as well. And you can use it as a wireless webcam too, which is kind of interesting. I don't know exactly how that works yet. If it uses any specific extra dongles to do so. I just saw Norel, good morning. Ooh, look at that car. I'm not the biggest fan. I thought I would like matte finishes on cars better, but I think they probably show scratches get dirtier faster, but I really like the colors on this one. Oh, I'm not using the wide angle lens either. I probably should have put that on just to see how it would look. Oh well. Oh, and in terms of my 8K upscale, it failed completely. Remember that 150 hour 360 8K upscale I was doing? It finished, and then it said it completed with errors. And then I saw on the file size was like a fraction of the original file size and I knew it just wasn't going to play. So I'm actually trying Topaz AI video upscaling now. It's still going to take 3 days, but that's better than 6 days. So let's see. Well, I actually also have a secondary computer that's slowly being decommissioned, that's still up, transferring some files. And so I restarted an Adobe upscale on that one, just in case, while I'm doing this Topaz AI upscale. We started the upscale 150 hours before Wednesday, so I think we started a week ago Wednesday, and it finished Wednesday. So that was something. That was something indeed. Topaz is good, says Dennis. Yeah, I went with Gaia HQ as the AI model. I know some people say to use the Proteus default one, but others say if you have a high quality video input, Gaia might do better in terms of cleaning it up. So we'll find out if it's even going to work. I don't know if I'm going to have to William lived on 3rd and 24th. Nice. Yeah, I'm moving all over the place. Andrea, thank you for 23 months of support. John, good morning. What convenience store is the best chicken wings? I don't even know. I'm not a chicken wingologist. Yeah, so normally when you re-encode or encode a video in Adobe, you have to give it a, hey, Texas Mom 2 from Texas, good morning. Glad you found us, welcome. Yeah, when you upscale, when you do anything with a 360 video in Adobe, after you have all the correct plugins, you gotta, when you encode it, you have to make sure you check the video is VR checkbox. And then I have a monoscopic one. But, Brian, good morning. Midge Adams, good morning. Oh, I didn't see your message number out. Wow, 11.29 Australian. Is that for just the Pocket 3 by itself, or is that the combo? That's either way, that's a lot of money. I don't know what the current conversion ratio is, but over 1,000. Wow. Anyway, there was no option in Topaz AI to add the video is VR. So I don't know if I have to add that metadata later. I think there's a special script that injects that the video is actually 360 into the file. So maybe I'll be able to do that. But somebody also said that the video upscale on Topaz creates very large files, and it might be too big for YouTube, so I might have to later use Handbrake or something to trim the file size. I'm gonna cross, just be watering the sidewalk already. So the conversion is 716. Well, the creator combo here is 669 USD, but still, there's no reason it should be an extra tax of $60 on it. That's unnecessary. It'll be a good test of the gimbal on the Pocket 3 also, because I'm really, Holly Michelle, good morning. I'm really not focusing on how I'm holding the Pocket 3. I just have it kind of dangling in my left arm, kind of at waist level. So I'm focusing on the chat. The reason I'm concerned about the file size is the file that I'm working with, that it's already encoded from Adobe Premiere. You know, all the files, all the audio and everything is synced up from my stereo mics on my backpack. That file size is already 240 gigabytes. And the limit on YouTube is 256 gigabytes. So because my starting file is 240, I'm almost guaranteed to to go over the 256 gigabyte limit. So even if the thing finishes, it might be too big, and then I have to re-encode it anyway. other option is to split the video, of course, which I may have to do. Oh, the Penske truck is turning. The Penske files. Alright, again, if I missed any chats, I apologize. I am on various rants today. MN, good morning. Wendell, good morning. Just started, Christian. Brian, if not more, I don't know the exact numbers. What watch do I wear? The Garmin Fenix 7. I can also go on another rant about Mercari. They refuse to look at their initial approval of the Pixel Watch 2 return, which was user error completely. I even when I received the watch back, I told them it's not in the condition I received it in because it was brand new, unopened, factory sealed. Now it is open and not factory sealed, so it already lost value. And it's been 2 weeks since it came out, so now the market is saturated. So I'll get even less for it. All because of user error. I even showed the pictures that it pairs just fine. You just have to use the Pixel Watch app to pair it, not the Bluetooth settings on your phone. Anyway, I guess I don't really have any recourse anymore, so it is what it is. Steve's gonna dress up as a Barbie character. I guess you guys are doing a little Halloween before Halloween thing at school. For the kiddos. That sounds good. Theresa, good morning. Oh, oh no, the artwork's still here. I thought they took down some of these art things, but the lawn here is completely empty of stuff. I do still have the Pocket going. It seems the Flatiron. The dog's barking was kind of weird. It almost sounded like a human trying to be a dog. Avril, Steve, and Loki are here. Good morning. What street am I on? Probably right on par with 24th right now, but we're in Madison Square Park. So Flatiron building is apparently being turned into apartments. I think I read 40 apartments, which seems kind of small unless they're going to be gigantic apartments or there's going to be multi-use out of the building, because that seems a little small for the entire Flatiron building. Lynn, good morning. What time is it here? 6, I don't know, 30-ish maybe. I don't have the exact time on me. Let me see if I can pan a little bit. Not pan, but change the perspective. Is panning strictly left and right? I should know these things, right? And then recenter. I want to also pan away to the left and recenter and see how jarring it is compared to the Pocket 2. I don't know if it's condos or rentals. I'm pretty sure they're going to be for purchase, the apartments. I guess it would be kind of cool to live in the Flatiron building, but I imagine the level of wealth you have to have is excessive. Yes, we did pass by the Lego store back there. You can't make a apartment without windows, so the middle will be hollow. I wonder how much of the middle is like how it's being used right now. Are they just like open floor offices or something? I don't even know. I know one of the rules, at least in New York, I don't know if this is a general rule of building, is bedrooms have to have a window. So there's that. I like the lighting on the outside of this building. I showed on this thing too? I think so. Yeah, it looks like it's still pretty jarring, it seems, when you, here's the Harry Potter store. It's still pretty jarring when you recenter the gimbal. But yeah, here's Harry Potter. Already got some Christmas stuff going, it seems. Gee, I don't know about that restaurant anymore. I'm not even sure I personally heard of it. It might be one of those places that I walked by many times and never even realized. Some sort of police activity maybe across the street over there, I don't know. Have I noticed buildings with cold tops? Yeah, we've seen some of those here. There is one around Madison Square, but I don't think we have line of sight with it right now. They do still have the Lego store by Rockefeller Plaza, yep. Apparently, the Flatiron building has been empty for a little while. Apparently, sometimes I'm going to say apparently. It only recently sold. Guacamole, guacamole. Morning. Hi, morning. Friendly early morning people. The toy store FAO Schwartz moved from 59th Street, I think it was on, and 5th Avenue to Rockefeller. Harry Potter's making spells for his tax returns. I know they get into a little bit of banking in Harry Potter, but they never talk about wizard taxes. Casey Blazer, good morning. Thanks to walk, Sean has made it. Look what we're trying to do. I still got that warning that my SD card is not fast enough, but we're 17 minutes in and it hasn't stopped recording yet, so that's good. Appears to be some sort of gym on the second floor there. Taxes make Ambrose's money disappear. That's what they do. Now my backpack, I feel it loosening straps. And there's no way for me to adjust it. I have no hands left. This is the first real test, and it's going to give us a good idea of low light performance too. I am kind of upset that I didn't stick the wide angle lens on it. I wanted to see how it would look, to see if there's too much softening around the edges, which is kind of what happened when I used the wide angle lens on the 2. Taxes are taxing. Yep, we got tons of scaffolding here. And we always will. Unless they upgrade to some sort of force fields instead of scaffolding. Imagine they do that. That would be pretty cool. That's right, Dark Sunny Side. That's what I always say. Change is the only constant here. Like sometimes people come in and they say, oh, everything is different. Well, that's kind of expected. Oh, Maddie won Best Dressed at a Halloween Party. Nice. What did she dress up as? Also, congrats, Maddie. Grilfindor, hello. Thanks for walk, Sean. Still waiting on the Pocket 3. I mean, B&H seems to be fast with camera equipment, but other things like computer parts that come out, they don't get for months sometimes. At least they're good with cameras. Is B&H still having them? I wonder if people plucked them up already at B&H since they just came out Wednesday and B&H had them in stock in the store. Did Best Buy get them on launch day? I'm just curious now. I don't even know. Karen likes the change. Your husband does work construction and your son too in New York City. Yeah, there's I feel like there'll always be construction jobs. This is a Jeep Gladiator. I think Yo Ange and Coffee Joe are on van life right now. I saw a brief part of their stream. That seems kind of fun. Sue's at 31 months. Nice, thank you, Sue. We have levels of support here, never seen before. John Burke, Lynn. Hello. Yes, this will be a test of the low light performance. I'm also kind of like loosely, I mentioned this before, loosely holding it up at my waist, but like I'm moving my arm a little bit as I walk. I'm not as careful as I am with my phone gimbal hand right now, just to see, how good the low light stabilization is going to be with the mechanical stabilization here. Stabilization twice. That's double stabilization. Actually, some on like phones and other things, you can do electronic stabilization with their built-in optical stabilization. Actually, we can still cross. I can make this. I can break these cuffs. What mode am I recording in? Just whatever the default 4K 60 mode is that it launches in. So this is literally like if you just open it out of the box and turn it on record, that's what I'm doing. I might have upped the resolution. I don't remember if it defaulted to 4K 60, but I increased the frame rate too. But the higher frame rate may cause for more low light troubles too. I think lower lets in more light. But we'll see how it looks. This will be a good test to see if it can handle 4K at 60 frames per second in the low light. Do I also have the 360 running? Imagine I did. I don't think Bagels and Walk Sean was here for my initial report, but my 360 video upscale failed. Did I say low light? I don't think so. Low light performance. Also, good morning, Trash. Lennon Graham, Kira H. Yeah, so I'm using Topaz AI to upscale the 360 now. And it's going to take much less time. And it seems to be a more, I don't know, not elaborate, efficient. At least it uses AI. I do remember your trash can. I remember like sometimes I would say just trash, and I would feel bad because it's like I'm trying to say your name in short, but it just sounds bad to say like I'm calling you trash, but I don't. It's not what I mean. Have I used fisheye lenses? I mean, those are kind of what they have on 360 cameras to get that really, really wide angle. And I think they just use software tricks to keep the distortion less intense. A member meeting in a nice restaurant, I agree, that sounds fun. I'll bring all the cameras. Applebee's, absolutely. Eric, happy Friday. Still recording 23 minutes in on the Pocket. I'm gonna see if I could do some video editing on the fly on a laptop today to get the Pocket footage up as soon as I can. I do have an RTX video card in that laptop, so I think it's the 4070. So hopefully it's still quick, but I guess we'll see when we get there. Denise, good morning.
They don't say start one.
Very bright here on the scaffolding. This screen is very nice on the Pocket 3. I didn't turn on the turn off screen after a certain amount of time, which I know is a feature Bagels and Walk Sean was interested in. No, we have to go to Baltimore today, so I'm not able to. Today is opening day or night. I don't know exactly what time it's happening. At Winter Village at Bryant Park. I'm sure some folks will be there streaming. I would have liked to do a 360 recording there. but I'll probably do it later on. I'll be really excited if it snows to do a 360 there. Although the Insta360 RS 1 inch, 361 inch RS 1 360 1 inch, I don't know the exact name, is not that waterproof. Jetstar, that name is so familiar too. I know you've been here and it has been a long time. Good to see you again. Sebastian, good morning. Jonathan Mihoch, good morning. Eric's going to, wait, what's this? It's gonna snow in Denver. Is RJ here? Rebel, good morning. I've seen that article about potentially extending Manhattan. We'll see about that. Spy Hunter would love to play Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2 is getting some wild reviews. Oh, there's RJ. You are getting snow. Oh boy, good luck. Are we expecting snow here? I mean, this is way too early for snow here. I mean, it's not completely out of the realm of possibilities, but it's not really likely. Are the 360 cameras popular? I don't know that they're that. Oh, that person just needed to go. I don't know that they're that popular. Washington Muse. That's where all the cats are. No. Bad jokes, bad jokes. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? I'm also not using any extra recording microphone apparatuses. I'm just gonna have the internal DJI Pocket 2, DJI Osmo Pocket 3 microphones if this video records properly. That's the idea. October 29th, we had a snowstorm once in New York, and then a warm winter. Yeah, you can't expect anything, really. You can't expect anything. I think for walking, what is that sound? Somebody's like taping one of the posts. North Dakota got some snow. I think the default positioning of the gimbal on for walking purposes, having it straight forward isn't at the default setting for walking is probably a little bit low. You get a lot of sidewalk. I think to catch more of the buildings, you have to default a little bit up. So I just adjusted that. Just adjusted. DJI Pocket 3 is in my left hand. Osmo Pocket 3. They brought back the Osmo name. For Eric, 5 inches in the next 8 hours of snow. Wow. All right, getting a little bit of splashback here. It really brightens up. I don't know if you could tell. Do you see how bright the sky looks? Like even on the iPhone, it doesn't look that bright. And now I killed it. This is the, what time is my flight? We're not flying, we're taking a train. Actually, this will be a good shot for the Osmo. Oh, after Sandy was when the snow was? That's interesting. I don't remember that anymore. Was it that? I can't remember at all, actually. Yeah, that's not even the low light mode. This is just standard. I didn't touch low light mode. That I know I didn't enable. Maybe we'll try one of those in the future. You can see a Freedom Tower, One World Trade in the distance. Thompson Street always frames it nicely, but then there's a lot of trees. We'll probably see it better in the winter. Guacamole, guacamole. Yeah, still quite dark out. Lens flare is better than the iPhone 15. Yeah, I would imagine with they have more room for the camera, the sensor, all that stuff. That they could probably figure that out a little bit, but that'll be a good test to see on actual bigger screen to see how much lens flare there is. Because it's always hard to tell on a small screen. And I also don't know if you remember some folks in the Pocket 2 when they first got it. I think Action Kid was affected by it actually. There were issues with the actual mechanical stabilization. It would start losing the horizon pretty badly. So let's see if any strange issues like that show up. Like he had to get a return and a replacement. When do they turn off the water? I don't know if there's an exact date or they just based it on the weather as it goes. Maybe once the temperature goes to a certain point is when to decide. We were kind of wondering the same thing about, I guess it's not a hot tub, about Bethesda fountain. 5:49 Alabama. I think we're an hour after you then. All right, let's recenter again. But then I have to raise it a little bit, and I think it's a little better for walking when it's slightly raised. I probably need to reduce the sensitivity on the adjustment of the panning speed, so it's not too jarring. Meg, glad we're back on your feet. Good to see you again. Some sort of NYU building. I think it's a library or something on our right.
Bye.
Hopefully things brighten up a little bit soon, so we get a little bit of a daylight recording too. I guess we'll go left here. I also don't like the dining shacks in a way because they constrict you and you can't you're like trapped in this tunnel until there's a break in the in the shacks. Clocks change in the UK this weekend. That means what? What is this car doing? That means we're gonna change what, 2 weeks later? Actually, I think I'm gonna go this way. Usually it's 2 weeks after you guys we change. I don't know. I think we found Minetta Tavern's garbage dump. One-inch sensor on the Pocket 3. It's supposed to be pretty good. Yeah, wait, maybe it is only 1 week. When do we change our clocks here in New York? Is it the first Sunday? Texas Mom, primarily early mornings because these are our commutes. We walk for getting to work. And I usually don't stream anything reverse commute-wise. Hey, that fancy building seems to have some lights on. I don't know that anybody actually lives there because if they do, why do they have this terrible looking temporary fence up? That could just be, I don't know if anyone, it could just be staged for selling, I don't know. Actually, I don't think I got the house on, no, we got enough on it, on the Pocket 3. Okay, we're good. Hunter's full moon tomorrow, says John. Oh, a week from tomorrow? When do we change ours? We change ours, what, the first Sunday? I don't know. Okay. 6th Avenue. Did I get the creator spec? I did, JD. I figure if I'm gonna get this thing, I might as well get the thing that comes with all the things. Yeah, I know we talk about daylight savings time a lot around the times that the times change, and then my only thing about it is if we're gonna keep it, everyone should do it, and if we are gonna keep it and everyone does it, everyone should do it at the same time. That's all I have to say about that. Either we all stop daylight savings time or changing clocks, or we all do it but at the same time. And preferably in the same direction. That's it. It's a very, the world's getting smaller with all the technology keeping us connected. So, yeah. Miguel, good morning. Empire State Building would have been behind me for the most part, so I don't think I really showed it on camera yet. So you shouldn't have been able to see it on the stream. Maybe you did when I faced north for a second while waiting to cross the street, but I don't know. Nabul has made a good morning. I don't think it's necessary at all. Wait, Bambada. Who used to keep saying that? Your original name was not Bambada. Shoot. You always said the same thing about me keeping the politicians in my back pocket. Man, why can't I remember the original name you used? Lawrence, bonjour. I mean, I'm always getting coffee, so don't worry, I got it. Thank you. Clocks don't change in Phoenix. Yeah, it's good and bad. It's good because as long as you keep all your business in Phoenix, but if you have any meetings with people who live elsewhere, all the world does switch to and from daylight savings time at the same day except metrically challenged. Do they though? Doesn't Australia switch at a different time than Europe too? Is Australia metrically challenged? I think they use the correct units. Ah, Horito Snipes, that's right. Ah, man, I was really hoping I would get that myself. But you had to tell me. Yeah, so I don't think that's accurate, Fiddler's Greena. Your theories have been debunked once again. Maybe, I don't know. We did see one World Trade already. You'll probably see it again. We got up to Varick Street, which not my favorite street. Just the way to get to the tunnel. Michael Scott Howard, the $4 super sticker. Thank you, Michael Scott Howard. Opposite direction. Yes, it's because they have drop bears, not because they're on the southern hemisphere. 5 time zones in Australia. That's very cool, but also very terrible. It's weird that you would have a different amount of time zones depending on how much time gets changed. Like, you should always have the same amount of time zones. Oh yeah, and there's some of those places that are off by half an hour. That's even weirder. Now you gotta account for that. Hopefully they never do any international meetings if they live there. I think I missed a super chat also. Did I actually acknowledge your super chat, Michael Scott Howard? I don't think I did. Thank you, Michael Scott Howard, for the super chat. Much appreciated. Apologize I didn't catch it before. Japan needs daylight saving summer sunrise at 4:30. That sounds perfect. Keep it. 4:30 sunrise. I get up at 4:45. I'm glad. Perfect. Keep it up. Filipinos have different time zones when you invite them for dinner. Uh-oh. Wow, the sky is like so much brighter on the Pocket 3 right now. It's like daylight fully. And you can make out all the clouds. It's actually kind of nice. I think it's got good dynamic range capabilities. We'll see on the bigger screen. Sunsets at 1900. That's perfect also. I don't need it to be daylight after 7 p.m. Perfect. This all sounds good for me. I don't know. Probably not for everybody. But I think that not everything's going to work for everybody. And that's just how it is. Buy a pizza. There are probably some pizza places open right now, but not many. Not many. What street are we on now? You know, I'm not even sure. I'll check the signs when I get to one. Of course, there's conveniently no signs here. Oh, King Street, that's right. We're at that area where it's like King and then Prince Street. Nathan has made it. Good morning. When am I going to upload the video from the Pocket 3? I'm hoping I can get it up, today if I can actually encode it in Premiere on the go on my laptop. Are you getting more funny looks than usual? I don't know. Hard to say. It is still pretty discreet, And I'm not like holding it out in front of me like this the whole time. I'm kind of keeping it at the waist level and focusing on the big one. The phone with a big gimbal. I thought I was always pretty clear about having no hair. Prince Street Pizza opened up in Toronto too. Interesting. Locks and camera, good morning. Bob Doyle, good morning. That was a rat. Hopefully I got it captured on both. There's definitely a different color. You can see the color of the sidewalk with the lights on it. It's actually more accurate than the iPhone this is also probably dependent on the screens that I'm looking at the video through. It might look different if you're looking at them at the same type of display. CJ McRobbie's here, good morning. But yeah, the display is definitely very high quality on the Pocket 3. The Pocket 2 display is like tiny and, just functional to let you know that you're recording and where you might be pointing it. iPhone fluffs up images. I don't know how much, iPhone still out of all the smartphones probably does the best job. And yes, Pocket 3. The weather's weird. We're back in the summer. Where's Wolfie? Oh, now I'll show you on the Pocket actually why you hear that clicking sound. It's because of my loose tripod. Even though I barely ever use the tripod, somehow the legs of it loosened up, and so whenever I readjust my hand, it makes the tripod click a little bit. So I try not to do it too much. But yeah. Is this person hiding? Playing hide and seek or something? Alright, let's cross. Specs is vaded in. Good morning. And we're maintaining a low light for most of the commute here today. Mark was in New York 4 weeks ago and it was 90s and hot. Yep. There's the weather. We used to have the Pixel Fold advertised on this, but no, now it's Victoria Beckham. Lip filler. Wolfie's tired. All right, rest up. Oh, I see. Happy-go-lucky. I don't think I saw you earlier. All right, I had the Swiss cheese model of missing your chats. Oh, good morning. iPhone 15 Pro has a slight edge on resolution and sharpness. Yeah, the 15 Pro seems to be pretty decent, but I don't think for our streaming purposes it's going to be a big improvement over the iPhone 13. At least not at 1080p. Gerardo, good morning. There's One World Trade again. Making sure I can see it on both devices here. Yes, I can. Yeah, the wide angle field of view is very good. I'm also going to see, I don't have the wide angle attachment to it, but it's still pretty wide anyway. And we've been moving pretty quickly, so we're going to see just how jarring it is when you walk quickly while recording on the Pocket 3 also, so that'll be interesting. Joseph, good morning. Jerome, good morning. Valentine's here as well. My Mr. Core, good morning. Watts Street. Test your might. Yeah, in terms of having both hands full, very similar, but I'm just curious how bad the Pocket is going to look. Like, is it going to be too nauseating, maybe, walking quickly on the video? Look at all those Paulownia trees. They're very opportunistic from what I've seen, and they sprout quickly. I think that'd be one of the reasons that people consider them weeds, since weeds are also a social construct. Look at this. Make sure I get this mural on both devices. Jenga building in the background as well. There's got to be a hotel or something. I'm like looking on the inside of it a little bit. Looks like some sort of a breakfast room or something. We're approaching Canal Street pretty soon. RJ, thanks for coming in. Hope the snow's not too much on you in Colorado. Anyone else there too? Ali from Rock, good morning. Working on something big here. More Pixel 8 advertisements on the billboards. Makes sense. Google's really pushing with their advertising now. It is a little shady what they did with the blocking of the benchmarks for reviewers. Like, it's just not in good taste. Like, yeah, we already know they're not known for their horsepower in their phones, but blocking reviewers from downloading the apps from the App Store, that's kind of scummy. Yeah, Google being shady, shocking, I know. Like, at the same time, people don't feel good, even though like they claim all these AI features, most of them which are actually done in the cloud and don't need any of the Google's special AI chips to do. But that's besides the point. Like, people don't feel good about buying hardware that's on par with flagships of like 3 years ago. I don't think anybody feels good about that, especially at present day flagship prices. Profits taste better. Yes, I guess they do. Profits. Are we getting buffering around? I'm not seeing any bitrate drops on my end. Jenga building, windowless skyscraper. What time is it? 7:07. I kind of want to go that way for a minute, maybe towards the Ghostbusters firehouse, but let's see. Yeah, and the Pixel 8 Pro is more expensive. That's right. That's right, Kevin. All right. Diana, good morning. Karen Williams, good morning. We got a stop sign there, so I'm gonna go ahead and cross. Although they're probably going to be mad at me if they're turning. That's okay. I would have had to wait anyway. Watering the sidewalks in full effect today. Can you play snakes on the Pixel? I'm sure there's an app you can get that'll play it. Will it be as good as the original? Probably not. I like that corner home. On this street, right there, right on North Moore Street, I guess this is called. But the Ghostbusters Firehouse will be right up on our left here. Wow, it's so bright on the Pocket right now. What you're listening to right now is the Smart Lav plugged in through my series of dongles on the iPhone. And I'm using whatever the internal microphone is going to be on the Pocket. I should have tested the microphone that came in the creator pack, but I didn't. Oh well. I kind of wanted a very out-of-the-box test. That's why I did that. You know, if you just get the Pocket. Let me show you what I mean about the so. See, this is a little bit. If I center it, you get a lot of sidewalk in the view, right? Man, this is terrible. I think I have to switch to wide angle and then it goes to macro mode. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, macro mode. There we go. See, it shows a lot of sidewalk. So if you angle it up just a little bit, maybe like to this level, you get a lot more buildings and a lot less sidewalk. So I think that's preferable for walking purposes. Yes, I'm still on 100%. The way it works on this is that the battery handle just keeps charging the main device until it runs out of power. And then the battery switches over to the main device. I mean, I got it all. I got my laptop, my secondary laptop display, a portable keyboard because I don't like the built-in laptop one as much as my portable mechanical one, which is also low profile. You know, a mouse. I'm ready to go. The only thing I probably don't have in my backpack that might screw this all up is an adapter for an SD card. But I should just be able to use a USB-C cable to transfer files over to the laptop. It might even have a way to do it wirelessly. I don't know. No cars. What do we see looking north here? Nothing. We get close to the Jenga building here. Do I know if it still splits up video files? Nope. I'm assuming it does. I don't know for sure. I'm gonna find out later, I guess, if I do get a chance to move over the files to a laptop later. I don't have an uninterruptible power supply yet. I'm assuming it still splits up the files because it's probably safer. Wow, the sunrise today. Look at those colors. See, it's blowing it out a little bit. I think HDR mode is a separate mode, right? On the Pocket 3. Nasus, hello. Yeah, I think there's an HDR mode. Somebody's cheapo car is here. You know, cheapo Rolls Royce hanging out. Anyway, here's our version of the bean. Our version of the bean is here. Can't see me if you look here. Haha. You get a better idea of my dongles here too. Hello. It's the people's eyebrow for you, the commuter's eyebrow. Let me get a better angle of the beam from a little bit farther away. Make sure there's no bikes. There it is. You get a reflection of the sky in the building too. Nice. Oh, you're not, does that even work temperature-wise? I don't know. Let's walk this way because the sunrise is really cool on this street. So we're gonna get a good view of the sky as we walk east. Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, that's sky. Actually, it doesn't appear that well on the iPhone. This is like one of those dynamic range things where it would struggle with all the darkness of the city and the buildings and the brightness of the sky. So it is blowing it out a little bit. A little bit. Those cars are always there near the beach. I don't know if it's somebody's private car who lives in the penthouse there or something or whatever it is. I don't know. Hey, DP Image. Is that Derek? It's been a little bit. Good morning. We're just live streaming, testing out the Pocket 3 as well, which you apparently can somehow live stream through also, but I don't know the way it does that yet. If it's, that's a cheese grater building. One Manhattan Square in the background. How do they create the bean? I don't know. There's got to be some sort of an article describing the process. I think it's the same person who did the Chicago bean. Cat Yellow Rangers here. I might have missed you before. We're using the iPhone 13. Is what you're seeing right now on the screen. Streaming in 1080p via the Prism Live app, and then I'm recording just to record and test on the Pocket 3 in my left hand. I think the YouTube offices of Casey Neistat are on the next block. I guess we could walk one block down. Why not? We'll walk a block that way. We'll get a glimpse of them, and then I'll walk more east. It's made by Mr. Bean, yes. Oh, will GPT be able to tell us? Nope, it'll give us an error. Ooh, it might be over. I think we were starting to get those on Wednesday too. I think where those air conditioners are, just above the scaffolding, is where Neistat's offices are. The thing is, though, he's been out on the scaffolding before, and it actually looks like a big drop from his windows to the scaffolding. So I wonder how he got him there. Error connecting to remote server. Error connecting to remote server. I'm still, yeah, when you're walking downhill, I think the angle is a little too high of my little adjustment for walking. I think Al Shabal's going to block down. We almost ordered it yesterday too, Al Shabal. Look at this alley. Swamp Thing. Shelly Ann. Morning. Oh, now XGPT is back. Can GPT write a poem about error connecting to server? That's a souped up Wrangler, it seems. Oh yeah, they were too close together, the requests. Actually, let's walk through that park. It looks like it's open. Larissa, I don't know about taxes or what it is, but some buildings, when they're deemed unsafe and are forced to put up scaffolding, We'll just, UT actually did it. Error connecting the server. A technological endeavor lost in cyberspace. A disconnect, but fear not, we'll reconnect. That's actually not bad. Yeah, some places just put up scaffolding and then they leave it up because they don't want to actually pay the money to do the repairs to fix the side of the building that the city has deemed unsafe. That's a loud squirrel. Hey, they put up a new artwork here. I think it used to have Medusa in this park. Now we have a person with a bag on their head. Oh, we have some beautiful sailboats. You know. No koi fish in this pond. And there's no sign here. There's only something about the pond here. Well, Rose Nadeem, good morning. Hashtag art. Yes. Too technical for Wizard of Izza. It's not for everyone. Oh my goodness, XGPT. About XGPT. This is the most meta of metadata. Or something. Make sure the bikes don't get us. There are no bikes. Now we just gotta wait for the cars. And we'll get through to Columbus Park. We should be able to make it across after this one. There we go. I got updates of these Nightbot. Auto messages. They're going to be a little while here. We got 3 more containers to go through, and then the traffic can move again. And this is a one-way road coming in and merging with the street, so they're not, they can't go anywhere. Hip. Doggos in the park. Oh, it looks like it might have. Looks like the handle might have run out of battery. I see the battery meter no longer has a charging indicator, so I think the handle might be out. That took about an hour to drain the handle, it seems. Didn't they say this thing has up to 3 hours of recording or something like that? The Pocket 2's battery deteriorated substantially from when I first got it. I think at some point it got to the level of like getting an hour and a half. Might be a stretch. That's what it looks like, Big as a Walk Show. I don't know if maybe it's just like taking a pause and charging so that it like cools down a little bit. Oh, 166 minutes at a 1080p resolution. Okay. All right, so maybe we're along those lines then. Yeah, it's the extra battery that comes in the creator kit. I guess we reached Mulberry Street. We're still in the Chinatown portion of it, but you can see it changes to Little Italy kind of quickly. Oh, Mars Worldwide Angel came in. Good morning, good to see you. Let's get into Bayard Street here. This is getting brighter too. Not sure where this car is going, still got a red light. Now he's got a green light. Ali Mama T. Ice Cream Factory. Chinatown Ice Cream Factory should be on the next block. There's a kitty cat. One of the cats at the stores here. Is Hand Moon here? David P, good morning. Yeah, thankfully all these pocket cameras and even 360 cameras do work if you have a USB charging brick, you know, like a power brick, Anchor or whatever. They can keep them running continuously and getting more charge. Anyway, Mei Lai Wa is right there. The very good pork buns, right under where it says re-elect Marte. Gio, glad you're enjoying. There are no 4K live streams yet. I think some apps let you try to stream at a higher resolution than YouTube normally allows, but I don't think it really works. Plus, I think we're very limited by mobile streaming data. The stream would be so unstable if we actually were able to go at 4K mobile. A little Chinatown poem there, courtesy of Bagels and Walks with GPT. I didn't catch it in time. Alright. Probably cross the next traffic light. Some of them are able to stream in 4K. I didn't even know that YouTube allows you to go to 4K streaming. Light just changed, so I'm gonna go. Oh man, this pickup truck came out of nowhere. Just the block there. Alright. Everyone's all up in the crosswalk here. Now they'll be immortalized on YouTube's videos. And up. Can you do that, Bagel? Can you do it from OBS also? That's what I want to try out next time. If I can get the 4K camera to get detected properly in OBS. Unless YouTube desktop studio is better than using OBS at this point. I'm not sure that it is. The miles question. We usually go about 4 to 5 miles in a stream. And they're also getting faster internet. If you're doing work from home days, hopefully you can get some of that subsidized by work. Bike rack's nearly full, but it's all the old bikes. I don't see that many electric ones. There are a couple of older electric bikes, but none of the newer ones. Can you walk over cars? I think you could try. I feel like he could still get hurt, you know, if he decides he wants to drive wildly. Even if he has nowhere to go, he might just go nuts. Whoever's driving the car. I have seen that before. Some guy just like walked right into somebody's car, just walked right over them. They were in a convertible. It's kind of funny. I don't know how staged it was, but it's still funny to see. Yeah, a lot of internet is fiber optic now. Some of it goes straight to the home. Some of it has to be converted and like ends up going over coax. But yeah, we're gonna have greenery probably till first, second week of November on the trees that do lose their leaves. The evergreens, of course, will remain evergreen. It's not me who will be offended if somebody walked into your car and over you. Well, if you stop in the crosswalk, you no longer have a say. Good morning. Larissa, good morning. We're under the Pat Bridge. I wonder if the mentioned no noisy bridge. We got the bridge. And a membership. Thanks, Darrell. Congrats, Spy Hunter. Can you hear me yelling over? I literally have to yell, and I can't even hear myself when I'm under there with a train going over. I'm curious how the Pocket 3 is going to pick that up with its internal microphones. I guess we'll find out if this video is not corrupted. Oh no, look! It's charging again. It might have just been taking a charging break. So the handle is not fully depleted yet, Bagels and Walk Sean. It's still going. Gigi has made it. Good morning. If you want to see more of my nonsense unboxing of the Pocket 3, feel free to check out our secondary channel, A Static Computer. The channel link should be in the description below. Well, these cars aren't going anywhere, so I'm gonna go. You enjoyed that, Gigi? I'll try to do more. Again, I might be doing that more with a friend. We're trying to figure it out. Might be like a Thursday or Friday or even a Saturday evening. We'll try to do some nonsense. Chat with the folks, with the friends online. That's you guys. Maybe play some games while doing it. The Knickerbocker Station Post Office. Getting close to Seward Park, which is good because I do want to get things going extra quickly today. I looks like they're going to be opening a Korean barbecue and hot pot over here. I do have to get to Baltimore today. I'm going to have to do some work on the train. Apparently we don't have assigned seats on the way there, but we do have assigned seats back. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it is. Sorry to hear you had a bad day in a row. Almost the weekend, right? At least. No, it is the weekend for you now. You're done. Nice. Has anyone ever put on their tattoo parlor amateur tattooing? Car shopping tomorrow. Are the leases expiring, or are you trading in? We're gonna cross here and get to the park. I don't know if I like crossing here because, see, it's weird. This one has don't walk, that one has walk. But I think if I wait for this truck... Yeah, now we have walk anyway, fine. Potentially, alright. Don't get anything cheap like a Rolls Royce or a Bentley or something. Those are too cheap. Good morning again, Larissa. Those unit wheels still scare me. Yeah, some trees are very yellow already. I don't know what species this is, but as you can see, it's got the color. And I think there's some very yellow ones in Seward Park as well. We'll get a better image when we get inside. Wuhan car shops in GTA. Well, car shopping in GTA works a little differently. Who Dat Dave buys the cars and drives them until they fall apart. I mean, that's probably the way to do it. Buy secondhand vehicle, buy beaters, and then just run the hell out of them. Still have a generator here. It's generating. Is it buffer here? I don't know. I'm not seeing a buffer on my end, but I don't know. Some nice colors here. Let's go wide. It's bright enough now. Lincoln vehicles are reliable. I see. Yeah, I still feel like if I ever do end up getting a car in New York City, I would just get a Prius. I think it kind of makes sense. All right, let's go to our tables. At least in New York City. In Manhattan, anyway. Chris Bates is here. Good morning. Wide angle on an iPhone is much more jarring than wide angle, I think, on the Pocket. But I also don't have the little lens attachment. Oh, good. The exercise crew is out, so at least we have that going for us today. It's never fun when we don't see them. Okay, let's make sure everything is clean appearing. There's some supreme crab meat here, imitation. Let's try to get the tripod out. Oh, my hand is like cramped up. All right, it's the Pocket. Yeah, charging again. Yeah, another tip is if you need macro mode. Yeah, Action Key usually does premieres at 8 a.m. Yeah, the tip is if you need to do like a really close-up shot on a smartphone, switch the macro lens, because you switch the wide-angle lens, because that's the one it usually ends up using for macros anyway, and it has a very short focal distance. We're back on off the handle. I don't know how to check the battery capacity of the handle. I guess we did see it when it was off during the unboxing, but I don't know how to always check it. 7:36, not too bad. All right, we probably won't chat here too long. I do want to make sure I get everything. I think we don't need that much stuff. We're going for a wedding, so I really just need a suit and like a change of like casual clothes just to have, and that's it. Probably just use whatever toiletries I need at the hotel too. Let me see, is this thing on, like, what is it on here? Oh, this is how you can check like it looks like the white balance or something. Alright. Bring a toothbrush anyway? I guess I probably should. I'll probably find one of the drawers of the ones that the dentist always gives, because I use an electric one at home, so I don't end up using his. We save them for people who visit, or if we need them for travel or whatever. Alright, let me stop the video on the Pocket. Let's see, if I press this 3 times, will it... It did. There it is. That's actually pretty... It's quite clear. So that works. Okay, so that's the Pocket. I'm going to stop that one. Hopefully that came out okay, and then we'll see you in the next one on the Pocket. By Pocket.